anytime. So I want us to check this and make sure that we understand. Remember, we're still under the same business. That's why you can see what we have highlighted the other day. Remember, I said you must always make sure that you underline the most important information. But it's just a formality here. Remember, this thing is very much important. All the amounts are including VAT where applicable. Remember, the reason why we say except stated otherwise is because some of the items are not vettable. I think you know by now, some things are not vettable. But if you know that something is vettable for sure, and they don't tell you that that amount is inclusive of VAT, just know that it's including VAT. The other thing that we need to talk about, guys, it needs to be the perpetual inventory system. Remember the perpetual inventory system, we talked about it before, so you must know when to call it purchases, when to call it trade inventory. And again, don't worry, we're still going to repeat the inventory system after this section, after this learning unit, okay? And the fact that this is very much important because we make mistakes. So I even advise you that immediately after you have been given this information about the markup, you must just quickly analyze so that you can make your life easier. So if I can ask once again on the chat, just write for me, tell me what will be the cost and what will be the markup and what will be the selling price. So I'm just giving you a few seconds. Give me what is the cost, how many percent will be the cost. Just write it on the chat, guys, and then we'll take it from there. It's just a warm-up. I know you understand this thing, guys. Don't feel demoted. Just tell me how much will be the cost and how much will be the. Thank you so much for that, Lincoln. So the cost price is going to be 100. And then the markup, remember you don't have to do this, but this can be very helpful, you know that, okay? And then if I do this, can you see selling price? It's going to be 150. Can you see now? So I know automatically when I do this, I can easily know that, but if I have to calculate any cost, so the cost will always be, the in will always be, so if they want to calculate the cost price is going to be 100 over 150. Can you see now? So if you want to calculate the selling price, and the selling price is going to be 150 over 100. Can you see now? You put these things in advance because you know that you either have to calculate cost price or you have to calculate what? Selling price. But if you don't want to do this in advance, you can wait and put those question marks. But obviously, you're going to come back to this one. I can see there's a question from Ender here. Do we add the interest to the amount when calculating or we exclude it? And I don't understand. You say, do we add interest to the amount? Which amount are you referring to when calculating or we exclude it? So I don't understand your question. And you can also even use audio so that you can explain what you are trying to say so that I can help you. Because if you say, yes, I can hear you properly.
Yes. So I'm saying because reading, what can I say, the questions. So since the first one has that charged us an interest of 5%, and then the other one says receiving a 2% settlement. If we're to calculate, we would we put down the amount of 3,000 and 5,000, or we would put the amounts which include the interest on?
No. Remember, the first one is only about the interest. You have to remember they are separated here. For the first one, you only have to calculate the interest, and you deal with that interest, which is only 5%. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to add anything to anything. Just calculate the interest on this, and it's the one that we're going to use. And the same applies here. We only deal with the settlement discount. Remember, we are under GJ. GJ is where we can record the settlement discount and the interest. So don't worry, you don't have to add anything. It will add itself by the time when we go and open the ledger accounts. Are you with me, Andy?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for that. So thank you. Any questions, guys, so far? Do you think that you understand what I analyzed here? Because I realized that yesterday, some of us were a little bit struggling about these things. But this is what you can do. So you'll never go wrong after doing this. Okay. Now let's continue, and then I'm gonna erase this info. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for now like this. So here, the first transitions here says, let me just write first here so they can see that I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record the first. And let me just find the text, and I'm gonna write the first. Obviously, you know that obviously I must write the date here. So I don't have the source document. If they give me the source document, I'll put it here. Okay. So now, please help me here. Creditor charged us an interest of 5%. Before we can calculate, I just want you to give me the two accounts involved before we can calculate. So give me any account that you see here so that, guys, we can analyze nicely. I know we did this yesterday, but it's better for us to repeat ourselves. So what are the two accounts? Thank you so much. Perfect. Interest on overdue account creditors. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm just gonna write it overdue, guys, because of space. I'm just gonna put it like this because I need a space, guys. Thank you so much for that, Laken and Mekele. So please make sure you know how to do that. Yeah? And then thereafter, remember I said we had to use our accounting skills. So we said, please, if you don't understand, let me know. We say, okay, this is a liability, and the liability is increasing. This is what we know, and it increased on the credit side. So let me know if you don't understand this one. This is for the creditors. This is what we did yesterday. Okay. And what about the interests charged? This one is going to be an expense, and the expense is increasing on the debit side. So I know we did this, but please ask a question if you are still struggling here. So this will help you a lot. Okay? And we also mentioned the fact that there is no VAT because we know that interest is exempt. So whenever you see the interest, please do not calculate VAT because we don't calculate VAT on interest. It's a fact. It is called an exempt item. Exempt items are not VATable. I hope everyone is following. Guys, is everyone following so far on these two accounts? Yes, I just wrote in short here for the interest because I don't have space. Let me see, yes, guys, if you're all following. I want to see 16 yeses. Otherwise, I'm going to call your name. You're going to tell me what you are thinking now. So please, let me see yes, 16 before I can continue. Thank you so much. Perfect. I like this. Perfect. Thank you. Now, after doing this, yes, thank you so much. I was about to call your name. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate. I like the fact that guys you talk because I can't see you at home. You know that if you're in class, I'll say, hey, now attention. But you are at home. But next time I'm gonna install some cameras there so that I can see what you are doing. Okay. Now, after doing these two accounts, guys, we need to come and put them here. But we know that out of these two accounts, one of the accounts is debited and the other account is credited. The rule says in the general journal, the account that you debit must always be recorded first. Please write this thing down. The account or the accounts, because you can have more accounts which are debited. So the account that has been debited will always come first. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to make sure that I start with the account that I debited. So the account that I'm going to debit here is interest on overdue account, or you can call it interest expense, guys. Let me just call it interest expense. You are allowed to call it that. I'm going to call it interest expense. Okay, so I'm going to call it interest expense. I hope everyone understands. And obviously, the account that you're going to credit must always be the second one to be recorded. And please don't record them in line. Just put it a little bit further like this and write creditors control. Please let me see if you understand. Let me see, yes, 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 yes. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to finish your ink. Sorry, but I want to see yes to show that you are following me here because I want you to pass. Distinction is there, guys. I'm telling you, you are on the distinction line. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So be careful. The first step here, as you can see, yes, I like this. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Only after doing this is then that you can go and check the amount. Already you know where to record. Thank you so much for that, Anthony Dante. Thank you so much, everyone. They can get it and everything. Now, so what we need to do next, we need to come here. Remember here, we are recording the interest, but we don't know the interest. Please, let me give you an opportunity. I'm telling you, let the haters hate. I like this one. Thank you so much. Let's impress them. Now, I want us to calculate the interest on the 3,000 that they gave us. Remember, the amount we owe in here is 3,000. So they are charging us interest on the 3,000. Please calculate the interest for me. I'm going to give you only 20 seconds to calculate the interest for me. Show me on the chat how you found the interest and find me the amount, please. So I'm going to give you only a few seconds. Only few seconds. Let me give you an opportunity because I want you to be involved and I want the haters to be angry. Okay, no problem. You know what I mean? I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Want to see the calculation? I want to see the answer there. $150, Michael. So the interest cannot be more than the amount that you owe, Michael. The interest cannot be more than the amount you owe. And then Andy said 150. Please let me see support. If you support, say support, support. If you don't support, give me another answer. Because I want to make sure that we all understand. Thank you so much. Oh, like that. I like that. You know, participation is compulsory. Guys, you know, participation is compulsory. I love your participation. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I can see 150 dominating. Thank you so much. I appreciate a lot. No problem. Let me understand. I'm writing this calculation down, guys, here. Just wait. I'm calculating. Yeah, just want to make sure that we're on the same page. This is what I found, guys. Check here. I think you didn't check this one, guys. So the interest that you gave me, ladies and gentlemen, is the interest for the whole year is 150. But they said the interest was outstanding for 32 days. Can you see now? You must say 32. This is how they will always try to trick you guys. Always check for how long. If they didn't give you the days, please do not worry. This answer of 150 was correct. Is everyone on the same page? Let me see. Yes. Let me see. Yes. Yes, I brought this question for a reason because sometimes, perfect, I like that. So if they gave you the months, you must take the number of months which are given divided by the total number of months. Okay, I'm saying the interest that of 150 is for the whole year, but the interest that I'm calculating is not for the whole year. They say the amount was outstanding for only 32 days. So the interest must only be calculated for 32 days. So 32 days out of 365. That's why I said 32 times 365. And for only 32 days, how much is the interest? Is 13 Rand 15 cents. Are we together? So you must just check the period here. Are you okay, okay? Perfect. So like this. So now we must go and record, guys. Please, I'm telling you, I know you're gonna, but I think by now you know that whatever we do when we write exam or test, we are not surprised. I don't want you to be surprised. I want you to remember, I don't want you to try and blame me. I want you to say, I want you to blame yourself and say, I know it's Sylvester told us. So I'm telling you, whatever I'm telling you, you're gonna see it in the exam. I even give you more. Can you see now? So this is how you need to record. Let me know if you, ladies and gentlemen, understand. Perfect. Perfect. Please, always, next time when you write a test, if they give you something like days and months, be careful, man. It means that you have to use it somehow. But it's okay as long as you understand. So after recording here, there's something called narration. Sometimes they mark those narrations. Sometimes they say ignore them. In general, what is the meaning of narration? What is the meaning of narrating? Narration is like a statement. You are stating something. Can you see now? So when they ask you for the narration, they just want you to give us a reason. Just say any reason. There's no formula for that. Let me give you an example so they can understand what I'm saying. So what is happening here? We can say creditor, it's up to you. There's no formula. I'm writing it down. Creditor charged as 5% interest. So it doesn't matter how you put it, guys. You can put it in your own ways. Can you see? This is my narration. So I meant creditor here. Don't worry. I didn't mean credit. Creditor charged us 5%. So it's just a short statement of what happened. Can you see now? And this thing, to be honest with you guys, we mark in the exam. I'm telling you, we can mark this only like one, like this. Can you see? 1 mark. You can lose a mark. So it doesn't matter how you, as long as you can summarize it in your own words. Anything that makes sense, I accept. Are we on the same page, ladies and gentlemen? Please, let's try to use our ink. Let's say yes, 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 yes. Perfect. So all the time, when you are writing a test, you must always have a narration. Unless the question says ignore narrations, because sometimes they say ignore narrations because of time. Thank you so much, guys. So this is how the first transaction will look like. Can you see now? Something that you must note. Please don't forget, if they give you the days, always do something like that. But I trust you, you're going to do this. Now, I'm going to continue, guys. Unless you've got a question, but please, I'm going to continue now. So I'm going to erase the whole thing so that I can have space. So again, guys, you can access this. So what I'm going to do, let me just try to take a screenshot of this. Yes, maybe for those who maybe, sometimes people are not, they don't like going to find the video. So I always try to give more. I give more, I'm telling you. I always try that all means. If I can give you more, I give you more. One day I'm going to be rich, I'm telling you, I'm going to give you more money. Yes. So let me do this. So I'm just trying to take the screenshot of this, my own records. Okay, for now, guys, just wait a moment. Yes. So I'm still trying to paste it to where I have to paste it. Of my caliber, always make sure that I've got backup. problem. Yes, sorted. Sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have any questions, I continue. So I'm going to erase the whole thing, and yeah. So now we go to number 2. Okay, number 2, the same procedure. I'm going to give it to you. Give it to you. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check here. Okay, we receiving 2% settlement discount of balance owing of how much? 5,000. We need to be careful here. The question is, are we receiving the discount, or are we the ones who are giving someone discount? Because these are our books. The word receiving, meaning we as the business, we are receiving. Can you see now? We are receiving something. So we need to be careful here. So we need to check if we are receiving or if we are granting. So in this case, we are receiving. It means we are receiving the discount. So who can give me the 2 accounts involved before I can interact, or any account or one account? If you're not sure, it's no problem. You just have to give me that one account involved. I don't mind. 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. I want to write it down here. At least one account, guys. So if we are receiving the discount, who is giving us discount? Ah, come on. So obviously we are given discount by, or what do we call that person? The person is called perfect. Thank you so much for that, Michele and Asabel. So one account is going to be creditors. Write it down. Receiving discount, it means creditors are involved because they are giving us. But if we are the ones who are giving discounts, it means we are going to have debtors, because we can give discount to debtors and we get discount from creditors. I want you to get that. Okay. Now I can see here the other account here, McKay, you said the other account is discount receipt. Yes, I agree with you. But because of the new development, they say we must not use discount received as an account now. Instead, we must use what you call what? The trading stock. I'm going to explain why. So you have to put it like this. It's where it becomes a little bit challenging. Let me write it down so that I can explain better. Trading stock. Let me call it trading inventory because I've been using inventory all along. So what you can do, okay, in brackets, you can say settlement discount receipt. Don't know what I'm still writing. So now, okay, this is how you can do it, guys, because these are the new ways of doing it. Because before, yes, you are completely correct, Mekele, but when you put it down here, you need to write that in the main account is not settlement discount granted. It's like unless granted, you will see that we're going to use sales instead of discount. So it means here we were buying inventory before from these people. Can you see now? So when they give us the discount, we must go and make sure that we affect what you call what? The trading inventory. Can you see now? So I want you to remember this is just a new way of doing it. So this one is a little bit tricky because it's a discount received, but if it was discount granted, it will make sense because we just have to go and decrease the sales we made. So the account there will be sales. But here, remember, because I'm using perpetual, so I'm going to use trading inventory instead of what? Of purchases. Okay, so if it was purchases, obviously I'll still replace the trading inventory with what? Purchases. So please, from now on, when you see the settlement discount receipt, just know that you must go and affect the trading inventory. It's just the method, the new method of recording at the end of the day. But yes, the other account is settlement discount receipt. Now, after doing this, you must go and classify. Obviously, guys, I want you to tell me what are the creditors, their movement, and under which side. I want you to tell me that. What are the creditors? Under which side must we record that? In the movement. What are the creditors stocks? Are they increasing or decreasing? Yes, this is how you must have it. Remember, if the creditor is giving you the discount, this means that you don't owe the creditor the same amount. For example, let's say we were owing our creditor 500 and they gave us the discount of 50 rands, meaning the account, the creditor's control will go down by 50 rand. So in other words, we're going to owe less. So that's why I'm saying here, this is our liability and our liabilities are decreasing. And then the rule says on the what? On the debit side. I think you agree with me. And what about the trading inventory? We know that the trading inventory for sure will be our liability, our assets, and our assets are also decreasing. Obviously, you cannot increase here, we're not buying them, okay? So you're going to say decrease. And then where do they decrease? Obviously, if you're not sure, you just do the opposite. If you're not sure, but I want you to know the rules. So this is how it will look like. So normally they like the settlement discount granted, but change the settlement discount received. Please give me any questions so far before we go and record. So I want you to pay special attention on the settlement discount received, because if you write as settlement discount received, you will end up losing marks. Yes, you can put it in brackets like that, but it will affect the trading inventory that we bought. So it's going to decrease at the end of the day. So in a way, it doesn't make sense, but that's how it must be recorded according to our new way of recording. It will make sense by the time when you do your financial statements, you will see that your trading stock will definitely increase what? Your profit at the end of the day. So any questions, guys, so far? Is everyone okay so far? Can I say yes, 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 if you're okay? Thank you so much. So, thank you so much, Leke. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Walvela. Thank you, Libela. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Please, just tell me, which account will I... Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think that there is any other account that I must identify here? Is this vettable or not? Let me see. Yes, if it's vettable, tell me that it's vettable on there. Is it vettable? Hamza said no. Who support Hamza? Who supports Hamza and Asavela? Who supports Bunde? By the way, either support or no, don't support. And you cannot support yourself. Please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to ask, call your names and you tell me what you think. You can't say keep quiet. So it's either you support or you don't. Okay, no problem. Gabby is correct. Gabby is correct. It is vettable. Let me tell you something, guys. And you can see here, this is trading stock. So it means by the time when you bought, you were taxed. Can you see that? So when you bought this inventory, let's say for example, we went to the creditors and bought this inventory. Who can tell me what VAT did we pay when we bought this inventory? Write it for me. Thank you, Gabby, for that. You are correct, Gabby. It is vettable because we've got trading stock here. So when you bought that trading stock before, which VAT did you pay? Write it on the chat for me. Thank you, Jet. Who support Jet, please? Who supports Jet about the input VAT? Perfect. Laken said support. Thank you so much. I also support. Thank you, Asabella, for that. I also support. So it means by the time when we bought this inventory, it was, thank you, Ataham, it was called input. But because now we are being granted the discount, we cannot call it input anymore. We reverse it. Instead, we call it output. I want you to understand this one. So output, we are reversing the input. How can I reverse the input? The input will be reversed by output. So I want you to understand the reason why I'm saying output, because I'm not buying, I'm reversing, because if I give discount, it means it's like in a way we lost that, we must reduce that amount of money. So just ask yourself, by the time when we bought, what was the VAT? It was input, like you said. Now, because we've been granted discount, we must reverse that input. We cannot claim that input anymore. By reversing out input, we must call it output. Even in future, when you reverse the output, you must call it input. But for exempt technique, guys, if you forget, you can just say, whenever I see settlement discount grant received, I'll always have output. Can you see now? But only because I can forget, but you can still use it in the exam. Okay, so who can tell me what is it and how will it be, and then something like that? You know how to analyze. What is the output VAT to us? You know what I mean. I hope it's network because I can't see any feedback from you guys. So this is what I found. So output will always be a liability, and the output will always increase on the credit. Please talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me if you are lost. If you are happy with that, can you see this one? We have got 3 accounts because of what? Because of the output VAT. The other one, we only had 2 accounts. Why? Because it was not vettable. Okay, listen now. You need to be careful. You need to show the VAT here. Let me see. Yes, 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 yes. If I can continue. Thank you so much for that. So, who can tell me which account must I start with and why? I need to record on the 3rd. I need to know which account to start with. I'm going to wait for this one. Which account must I start with? And I told you, you must always start with if you know what I mean. I'm not composing a song. I'm just trying to get something from you, okay? Who supports Letabo? Jet said trading stock, trading inventory. Who supports trading inventory? Wouldn't the set creditors? Okay, let's wait for others. Let's see. We've got about 20 people here. So let's see what others thinking. Anthony said trading inventory. Please, I'm waiting for others. There are 3 accounts. You must give me one, the one that I must start with. Let me check who is here on the. Wouldn't the set creditors control because it falls under debit? Thank you, Wouldn't you are 100% correct. I repeat, people are making mistakes now. You always start with the accounts which have been debited. I even said write it down. It means you did not write it down. Now, guys, come on. How? Please write it down for future. For future. Future can be the next 2 minutes. Please, I'm giving time. I'm giving you time. We start with the accounts which have been debited. If I have got 4 accounts which have been debited, I'll start with them. But here I only have 1 account that is debited, which is creditors control. Please promise me that you will never forget. You will never forget. Say yes if you agree with me. You will never forget this thing. Say yes. Say yes, I'm gonna wait for you, all of you. I'm gonna wait for you. Come on, write it down. You can't forget because you wrote it down. You can't forget. Never. Thank you so much for feedback. Let me see who didn't say yes. They must tell me why are they not saying yes. It means they're going to forget. Thank you. I'm going to check it. Let me check. Check. Thank you. Who else? Let me see who else didn't reply. Let me check here. Check who didn't reply. Who else do I have? I've got Mandy here. I've got who else is there? John. No, thank you. I'm satisfied. Thank you. That is what I wanted. So meaning the other remaining account, it doesn't matter which one will come thereafter. So we've got one account debited. So the rest, perfect. Thank you so much for the guys. I know there's a little bit of network challenge here, guys. I do understand. Don't worry. That's why I'm trying to wait for your feedback, because you know feedback is very much important in accounting. Okay. And the other one is trading in red. And I said, don't put them in line. So this one you put it a little bit further, and it shows that you're going to record it on the credit side. Can you see now? Don't put them in line here. You only put them in line here if they are all going to the debit side. But here I only have one account on the debit side. So I've got the other account called output VAT on the credit side, meaning is then that I can put it in line with the other one. Can you see now? This is very easy, like Sylvester, as you can see. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna put it like this. Please don't forget. Can you see? Very easy. If I had another account on the credit, I will put it in line with this. Can you see now? But put them a little bit further. Can you see? Don't have to measure with the ruler, as long as I can see that it's a little bit further here. Now, after doing this, we need to go and find the VAT. Please, this one is very easy. Go and calculate the settlement discount for me. Go and calculate settlement discount for me and tell me how much. Show me the calculation also on the chat. Calculate 2% of 5,000 there on the chat and tell me how much you got. Waiting, use the calculator and give me the answer for that. What's the answer? The 2%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Jed. Thank you, Lake, and thank you so much for that. Thank you, Letabo. Thank you so much. We are on fire. We are on fire. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But it's correct. It's 100. I'm not going to show you the calculation. You can see it. So you just said 2% of 5,000, you got 100. So 100 is the amount that we are going to calculate. But answer me this. Is this 100 including VAT or excluding VAT or not vettable at all? Just tell me what you think on this 100. Is it including VAT, excluding VAT, or is VAT not applicable? And they said excluding and Jet said including. Let's wait for others. Let's wait for others. I was said including, Asabella said including. Including. Ngama, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. So far, including is dominating. I support you guys. It is including VAT. Remember, they told you all amounts. I remember, if debtors, when you sell to them, like we do charge them VAT. That's, you can only say, if you say it's excluding VAT, it means they should have told us here. But obviously, the discount that we grant, it means the amount that you including VAT, because when we sold to you, we did include VAT. So please get this one. So why do I want you to show me that it's including VAT? It's because now you must know how to calculate VAT. Please calculate VAT for me. Tell me, just show me the calculation of VAT here so that we can see what's going on. So how are we going to calculate VAT now? Show me on the chat there, and then we take it from there. Thank you so much for that. I agree with you guys. How much you get? I want the answer also. Come on. I need the answer. How much you get? Put the answer for me there. I agree with you, Asavella. I agree with you, Anthony. No, not Anthony. Anthony, you swap them around. Okay, Laken says 13.04. Let's see. Perfect. Thank you. Can you see that? So we used 15 over 115 because it is including VAT. If it was excluding VAT, we were supposed to use 15 over 100. Can you see now? With VAT, everything must be easy. It's either 15 over 115 or 15 over 100, or no VAT at all, depending on the item that you are calculating. Okay, on. So please, this is the VAT that I'm going to record. This is the VAT. Can you see now? Now I know my VAT. Can you see now? So it means the amount including VAT is how much? Is 100, and the amount of VAT is 13.04. Please, what is the amount excluding VAT? Tell me. Calculate the amount excluding VAT. It's very much important. Amount excluding VAT. Very much important to do that. Please tell me how much. Just find the difference. Clotho said 86.35. If you say 86.35 there, Clotho, where he doesn't add up, the easiest thing is to take the original amount and minus the VAT that you have. So let's take the original amount minus VAT, how much you get? I think Clotho is close. How much, guys? Come on. Thank you so much. 86 points. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. So, can you see now? The amount excluding VAT is 100 minus 13.04. So, this is the amount including VAT. Excluding VAT. Can you see now? It is important, guys, because we have got 3 accounts here. One of these accounts will take the amount which is including VAT, the other one will take VAT, and the other one will take the amount excluding VAT. Can you see now? We need to have 3 amounts. At least we have got all these 3 amounts. And remember, the amount including VAT, like we did under the other journals. Let me ask you a question before I tell you. Out of these 3 accounts, creditors control, trading inventory, output VAT, which one is the main account? Or which one is the biggest of them all? Because if I can know that, that particular account will take the amount including VAT. Please write on the chat. Tell me, out of these 3 accounts, which account is the main account? Which account is the biggest account? Which account is the, is the boss? The boss. I can see trading. Please, I'm waiting for others. Trading. I can see that. Trading. Thank you so much. Let me wait for others. Trading. Hey, you like trading, guys? Sorry. Thank you so much. The main account is creditors control, not trading inventory. Remember, you want to buy, you have got trading inventory and VAT. So, for example, if you go and buy inventory, so there's an amount for inventory and there's an amount for VAT. When you put them together, is what you owe creditors. What you said, what you wrote here on the chat, guys, it means you bought inventory for how much? The inventory value is 100. It's not. So you owe the creditor 100. So it means this is the main account. So my 100 will come in line with the creditor. Guys, you can even use what we did creditors journal the other day. The main account was the creditors control there. So I'm gonna come here on the debit and write 100. Can you see now? Because the creditors is the main account. And I told you the inventory must always, remember, we only have, when you have inventory, you cannot include VAT. Remember when we were recording from the other books. So in line with the inventory, I'm going to put 86.96, and my VAT is 13.04. That's how you must record it. You see, when you add them together, you get that. I'm telling you guys, you can even write it for future reference. Every time you see creditors, it doesn't matter whether you find it under the CJ or CAJ, whether you find it here in the GJ, whether you find it on the floor, whether you find it in your car, whether you find it anywhere, just know that creditors will always be the main account. Write it down, please, for future reference. Creditors will always be the main account. Debtors will always be the main account. Bank will always be the main account. Petty cash will always be the main account. Are you with me, guys? Can I see yes, 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 if you understand what I'm talking about? Now you know. Now you know. Thank you so much. Now you know. You cannot say you are born knowing. No one was born knowing these things. You have to be told and taught before you can know these things. Don't blame yourself if it doesn't make sense now. It's a process. No one is perfect. I'm happy. Narration, like I said, narration, guys, is up to you. For me, a man of my caliber can say, received. It's up to you. Remember, there's no formula for this. Received 5% discount from creditor. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be long. So whatever makes sense, I accept. That is my narration. We call this a narration. Let me write it down so that I can see what I mean. We call this a narration. Let me put it. Where can I put it in here? I don't know. I don't know where to put it, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't even put it. Yeah, this is narration. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, do you think that you understand? So GJ can be a bit challenging, I know. Can be a bit challenging. Do you need a break, guys? Or can oh, sorry about that. It's 2%. Sorry, I just made a mistake. I meant 2%. Sorry about that. 2% later, yes. Okay. I've got a suggestion. You know, too much overdose can be dangerous. It's okay. We can take a break, come back. I can continue, or I can give you something to do so that when we meet, we go through that. It's up to you. Do you think that is enough for now so that you can go and check where you lack and revise? Or can you take a break, come back, we continue? Or can I give you something to do like a homework, do it on your own? When we meet again and we make sure that we discuss, what do you think? Let me see the majority will rule here, majority. Let me see on the chat what you think. Something, okay, homework, nominates, give us homework, no problem, of which I don't mind. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. Give us homework, thank you. Let's see, I'm gonna wait for 23 people. Homework, thank you so much. What to do, thank you so much. Let me wait a bit, we give, yes, I'll give you blessings, yes. Homework, yes, thank you so much. Homework, and then yeah, no problem. And then I think homework for me makes sense because you're gonna see where you lack. Can you see now? So where you lack. So I'm gonna put this homework under the resources there. I'm gonna put it. Yes, I do understand. And at least we know where we stand rather than continue where some of us don't know. Yes, no problem. I agree with you for that. So at least if I give you something and you can go there and you struggle on your own. So when we meet, you are going to have some questions. Can you see now? You're going to have some questions for me. Okay. So majority rules, guys. I think, guys, we did a good job here today. So for now, guys, I'm gonna load it and I'm gonna, it's gonna give you. Okay, let me ask you a question. When I load something, do you get notification? Let's say if I load something now, will you get a notification? Let me see. Yes. So that I can be sure. No problem. Thank you so much. Gaby said, no, no, no. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send an announcement and say, I did load something, okay? Or even if you don't get notification, guys, go under more resources. I'm going to put under revision questions. I'm going to put that and you're going to find it under revision question. But I'm going to send a link like in the form of announcement. Like the way you found this link, I'm going to send you so that you can find it, okay? Other than that, guys, thank you so much for your time, guys. I'm going to load it immediately. And please, if you've got time, make sure that you go through the stuff, and then thereafter we can discuss. Thank you so much, guys. I don't know when will I see you. Let me quickly check. It doesn't matter. The fact is, I'm going to see you. Let me see. When will I see you again, guys? Let me see. I'm going to see you again next week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to see you next week on Monday. Next week on Monday. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for that. Thank you, guys, and have a good one. I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.